Well, a thriller in Toronto, and here in Edmonton, Ricky Ray directed a 7-play, 75-yard touchdown march to open the game. First opening drive points for the Eskimos all season long. They lead 7-0, have the football back, and Jamaica Rector has a catch, but let's have a look at the touchdown scored by Fred Stamps.
Something the Edmonton Eskimos have not been able to do all year, and that's get points on their opening drive, but not so tonight. Ricky Ray gets things going. Kamau Peterson over the middle. He gets on the run outside. Fred Stamps on a little curl. Then he goes back over the middle until this play. Nice move by Fred Stamps in a one-on-one on Ronnie Amati for the opening points of this game, and finally, the Edmonton Eskimos score on their first possession, and they keep this drive alive right there with another first down.
So Ray out of the gate in impressive fashion, and another first down at midfield.
What else is impressive for Edmonton is that it looks like their intensity level slightly higher than the Calgary Stampeders. It was opposite on Labor Day.
Stampeders' first possession did not result in a first down. Eskimos have run the football once, and Archie Whitlock ran for a first down over 10 yards. Now the hitch, inside it goes, and Jamaica Rector another catch. There's the middle linebacker, Tim Johnson. The starting quarterback's brought to you by Wendy's Baconator, the official hamburger of the CFL. It's way delicious. It's Wendy's.
Two of the big three in the Canadian Football League, Henry Burris, Ricky Ray, and of course Anthony Calvillo, and boy, the numbers are very close. Henry Burris at 26.09, Ray 26.72 coming in. Look at their touchdown to interception ratio, almost identical. And remember, back on August 13th, the shootout between these two quarterbacks was an awesome game.
2nd and 7, flag down, and the play does not get off. Never ceases to amaze how 96 hours later.
Procedure, Edmonton number 56. 5-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
Patrick Kabongo flinches, but 4 days later, they just wiped the slate clean, and whatever happened, it was domination for Calgary, and Richie Hall the first to admit it. And tonight, completely different start.
I asked Richie Hall if he felt that his team lost the game in the trenches, and he said, Glenn, that is probably the grossest understatement of the season. We were dominated in the trenches. John Huffnagel's team won the game on Labor Day right on the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. 3-man rush. Look downfield for Stamps, and Wes Lysak had a shot at an interception and couldn't reel it in. But a stop for the defense, and the punt team on for Edmonton.
You know, there's a reason that games in football are played a week apart, generally speaking. This is one of the few times that it's just 3 or 4 days between games. And where Labor Day is all about intensity and execution, this game is more about survival and sort of the last man standing, because these teams are beat up, they're banged up, the rivalry is here, and they have to go at it.
Some suggestion Noel Prefontaine might not play tonight. He is in, gets the kick inside the 15, and the cover team downfield in a hurry, led by the Wolverine, Mike Maurer. Winner takes first place in the CFL West, at least until the Banjo Bowl Sunday. Here's Henry Burris with a run. It eluded a few tacklers to get up to the 28-yard line and close to a first down.
Well, only one change offensively for the Calgary Stampeders in the starting lineup. They'll have Burris and Reynolds in the backfield. Reynolds over 100 yards on Labor Day. The one change is in the receiving core with Jackie Chambers in there for Jermaine Jackson as the 5th receiver. And then when you go to the offensive line, it is exactly the same as that one that played on Monday and dominated on Monday.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Nissan, fan and proud sponsor of the CFL. John Huffnagel looking for a 3-game win streak. It would be the first of the year for that unit. Their average start on Monday was the 38-yard line. There was a big field position edge for the Stamps. And it all goes back to that domination in the trenches. Joffrey Reynolds with the fake, and Burris throwing a completion. And there's Ryan Thelwell, who has really filled in the breach with the injury to Kenyon Rambo.
26 catches coming into the game tonight. Over 400 yards on the roll. It's Maurice Lloyd in chase on Henry Burris. He's back in the lineup.
Back-to-back first downs for the Stamps. From the 39, play action fake, and there's a attempt for Nick Lewis, and they are going to mark it as a catch at the 48-yard line. Eskimos defenders felt that ball hit the ground, and Nick's telling them that that was a piece of cake for him.
Oh, well, it's close enough. We have to show it again here to just, for one, to see if he did hang on, allow the coaches to take a look from both teams if they, Richie Hall would choose to challenge this play or not, but it looked like Nick Lewis did get his hands on that and keep it away from the turf.
97th consecutive game with a catch for number 82. Second and short, and Reynolds not much, but should have enough.
Big difference already, and the Edmonton defensive line was embarrassed on Monday. Dario Romero had his game face on for this one. Expect a much better effort from that front four. I mentioned Maurice Lloyd. He is back in the middle of the linebacking core. And there's the secondary, the same secondary that played on Labor Day.
So Mo Lloyd in the middle. We should see Rod Davis, who played middle linebacker Monday in their 3-4 alignment. Reynolds with enough for a first down for Calgary at the 50. And now Burris on the quarterback option, and he'll scamper inside and run for another first down. Henry Burris, the leading rusher among quarterbacks, had 41 on Monday.
Great play fake here from Henry Burris to pull the linebacker Maurice Lloyd right here. Watch how Lloyd is going to get sucked into this side of the formation. Maurice Lloyd is the one guy who could probably scrape outside and contain Burris, but he goes with the play fake, and that allows Henry Burris to get out and around the edge. You know one thing, that Maurice Lloyd wants to arrive and try and eliminate Joffrey Reynolds. So he's going to react to Reynolds quickly.
Missed 3 games with a hamstring injury. Another fake to Reynolds, and over the top, Teo Johnson is punished by Elliot Richardson as the ball falls incomplete, and there is a flag on the field.
Flag on the field was up in that offside holding area, not deep where Richards made the hit.
Legal contact on a receiver. Edmonton number 44. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
So Mark Rostelli, the Will linebacker, got his hands on a receiver.
He was covering Teo Jackson down the seam, and he must have grabbed the jersey as he was releasing from the line of scrimmage. There they are right there as they go down the field, and I think just prior to that shot and that look there, he had his hands on the jersey of Teo Johnson. That's why it's illegal contact. The ball wasn't in the air.
Another first down. Reynolds off the right side, and he's brought down quickly, and there is Maurice Lloyd. Joffrey Reynolds ran wild on Monday, 116 yards and 174 from scrimmage against that Eskimo defense that didn't have number 47.
Yeah, he's fired up. And what the Edmonton Eskimos want from Maurice Lloyd, not only is that run-stopping ability, but they want his leadership ability. He's a guy that gets fired up, and he's been talking over these last 4 days about one person, Joffrey Reynolds.
Reynolds with 3, second and 7. Burris time, a let ball tipped, intended for Nick Lewis. And Kai Ellis dropped back to make the knockdown.
Yes, he did, and he's up in the line of scrimmage, and look how deep he gets in his drop as Kai Ellis changes things up defensively, drops into pass coverage, and look at the reaction. Boy, is that ever nice for a defensive coordinator to have a player like Kai Ellis, who's a rush end, but can drop into pass coverage.
Third knockdown of the year. Sandro DeAngelis has the best field goal percentage. Trying to get Calgary on the board. from 44 outs. Only missed 2 all year, and now 25 of 27. What a night in the Alberta capital. Weather ideal for football, and a great start. Eskimos with an opening drive touchdown, and the Stampeders now with a field goal to get within 4. Marquis Whitlock on the return up to the 34-yard line.
Starting quarterback Ricky Ray leading this Edmonton offense with Marquis Whitlock in the backfield. There's the receiving core. Fred Stamps, just 52 yards and 4 catches on Labor Day. They want to get the ball to him as often as they can. He already has a touchdown here tonight. In the offensive line with Joe McGrath and Calvin Armstrong at tackles.
On Labor Day, 287 yards passing, only 53 running the football. Whitlock's first carry was for a first down, but nothing doing that time as the Calgary defense slams the door.
Well, they've made a couple of changes to start to shore up the run game here on the defensive side for the Calgary Stampeders. One of those changes is Devon Claybrooks in the starting lineup. Malik Jackson, who started the season as a defensive lineman, is a starter in the linebacking core. Tim Johnson in his 3rd game. And there is the secondary with John Eubanks now in a few games in that secondary, replacing Devonzo Tate, who started the year.
And it'll be interesting to watch the Stamps defensive ends tonight with Charleston Hughes now on the roster. Anxious to get in, and there's a play, ball loose. Who's got it? Eskimos get back on it. Oh wait, Kyle Koch looked like he had it. And who ends up with the football?
Well, I think Dwayne Carpenter was hurt on the play. It looked like Devon Claybrooks had a chance at it. They did, or did he get it?
I think Koch had it long enough when the whistle blew.
That was the hit that Dwayne Carpenter took. He was the first one there. Boy, did that sneak out. Devon Claybrooks almost looked like he got it at the end of that.
Officials rule that the whistle
they did,
blown.
yeah.
Penalty marker as Prefontaine sails this over the head of Ryan. Back to his 16. Rod Davis, enough cloth to pull him down. But there are flags littering Commonwealth Field. 66-yard boot for Prefontaine. And again, Derek Schiavone was practicing this week as if Prefontaine might not be able to go. And it looks like too many men on the field for Calgary. And they'll take that 66-yard boot.
Yeah, Prefontaine struggled on Labor Day. Was 0 for 2 in the field goal department.
Too many men. Calgary. That penalty's declined. First down, Calgary.
Under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter here at Commonwealth.